So Sheila Wray Gregoire says you need to love, honor, and vacuum.
Vacuum. Dust the furniture, clean the bathrooms, cook dinner, wash the sheets, pick up the kids, and then it starts all over again. Vacuum. Well, author and speaker Sheila Wray Gregoire encourages women to deal with the hectic, monotonizing life that we lead by prioritizing relationships and fostering responsibility in all family members. And Chuck, that includes you. You know, it's all spelled out in her latest book, To Love, Honor, and Vacuum. Don't you love it?
Oh, me, this could be a long day.
It's going to be a great day.
She believes in getting the family involved in house cleaning.
Yes.
Great ideas for you. Welcome to the program.
That's right.
Sheila. Hi, Sheila. How are you?
I'm great.
When a woman says, I do, to somebody else, does she have to say, I don't, to herself?
Oh, absolutely not. And that's one of the problems, is that we do say, I don't, to myself. We pour ourselves into our families and our kids and our homes and our jobs. And that's a good thing in some ways, but if we do it too much, we don't have anything else left to give. I mean, how can you be in a marriage if there's nothing left of yourself? How can you be a mom giving advice to your kids if there's nothing left of yourself? But even more important, if we're giving ourselves to everybody else, we're going to start to feel really bitter.
Yeah.
And that's not a good recipe for success in a marriage.
Right, dear?
Yeah, whatever.
We prioritize money and possessions and power, and we minimize a mom's role in the family because of it.
We do, but I think sometimes women ourselves minimize our importance. You know, we think we have to have this perfect home. And we go around trying to create a perfect home. And even people who don't necessarily vacuum as much as they should, they still feel like they should. So they're going through life feeling guilty, right? Do women feel guilty? God is not there measuring the dust bunnies under your bed. He really isn't. What he cares about is people. He cares about people. He cares about your kids. And so we need to let go of
If you were to offer every woman in America a magic wand, what do you think? What would she wish for? What would she want?
chocolate truffles and a bubble bath. You know, I think what she would want is appreciation and people that help her. I think what she would want is just a family who felt the house belonged to the family, not just to her. We sometimes are the ones who stop our spouses and our kids from participating. We don't let our kids clean because they won't do it right. Or Jenny was saying, you know, when she leaves home this weekend and you're home alone with kids, the rules are going out the window, and she was scared of that. But that's all right. It's all right for men to have a different relationship with our kids, and sometimes we take that away from men because we want control. Of course, is that kids are not involved enough around the house today.
No, they are not.
We cater to our children, and when we do that, they can grow up thinking they are the center of the universe.
That's right.
And they are not. Right. You know, God put them on this earth to do a job, whatever that may be, and we need to help them learn that they can make a contribution.
So, Sheila, where did we go wrong? I mean, last night I'm making dinner. I am hurrying because we have places to go. My daughter decided to start a business, and of course the first customer came last night, and of course she's 11, so she needs some help from Mom, who's fixing dinner, who's also got a place to go with the other daughter, and things are going on. And I wanted to ask everybody for some help. I wanted to say, can you set the table for me? Could you make a salad for me? Do you think you could pour the drinks for me to help? But I felt like asking that is just too much trouble.
You know what? The best gift that you can give to your future daughter-in-law is a son who cleans toilets. Absolutely, because their marriage will be great.
Yes.
Now, it's harder if your kids are older to get them to participate, but when they're young, you know, when they're 3 and you're mopping the floor, that child will sense it no matter where they are in the house, and they will come running to help. And we will send them away. But give them a cloth and let them clean something.
Don't send them away.
Exactly. And then as they grow, make sure they have their chore chart on the fridge or whatever it is, and let them know that this is not Mom's job. This is the family's job.
Sheila, the heart of your book is really all about how a mom can keep her sanity while she's building her family. You offer a number of tips and suggestions and hints and very practical advice. Give us a couple other ideas about how mom can find that balance.
First of all, plan. The biggest change I made in my life was I started planning my meals. You know, for this next week, every Sunday night, I would sit down and I would figure out what I was going to make for dinner.
It is a good idea.
And then I didn't have to go to the grocery store at 5:30 with whiny kids along with me.
Right.
So plan your meals. Plan what you're going to clean today. Have a rotating schedule. You know, do the living room on Mondays, the kitchen on Tuesdays, or whatever. And then it won't take that long. And when you're done, you're done.
Yeah, good idea.
And that's a way of reducing the guilt then, because you don't have to live with the guilt for who knows how long, because you know, come Tuesday, that's my day to clean that.
Right.
And the second big thing, and this takes an attitude shift in what we do, but don't do things for other people that they should be doing for themselves. I mean, if your 10-year-old son comes in from school and he drops his backpack on the floor and his coat on a chair and goes and plays Nintendo, and you then pick those up, you are teaching him to disrespect you, and that's not what God wants.
Our family, when our kids come in, shoes are at the door, backpacks, and I am one to say, Cody, is that where your backpack goes? Okay, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Come on downstairs, get your backpack and put it away. Jenny, the servant Jenny, would rather pick it up and take it to where it needs to go. But that's not doing our kids a favor.
No, it's not. But, you know, Jenny, as a woman, feels that the house reflects on her, and you can't stand to have things. But we need to take a step back and say, God wants my kids to learn responsibility. And that may mean that I have to live with a house that's a little more chaotic. But as a mom, it's my job to teach my kids.
This is birthed out of practice, not...
But you know what? I couldn't do it. I couldn't homeschool my kids if they weren't involved in cleaning. I would go nuts. I would resent everybody. I would be miserable. You have to get your kids involved for your own sanity.
To help move you in the right direction, it is a book called To Love, Honor, and Vacuum, with some practical ideas about how you can incorporate those around you to help out Mom, not just for Mother's Day weekend, but all year long. Sheila, thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it.
Thank you.